We're Cody and Christina, and we last saw you in the surrounding areas of Bend, Oregon, where we explored many hiking trails that took our breath away. After disaster struck with Cody's dislocation, we quickly realized how challenging it would be taking care of work and chores around our tiny home. After leaving Bend to head to the Sawtooth National Forest in Idaho, we quickly forgot the challenges and spent some quality time together as we enjoyed the outdoors. Hello everyone.
What's up, guys?
We are back. We last left you off in Bend, Oregon.
In the urgent care?
Yeah, at urgent care. Yeah. You guys saw Cody's injury. It wasn't a good one, and I think we handled it pretty well as far as driving and trying to rush to get to like the best place that we can to get him care on a Sunday. Now Cody is no longer in a sling.
I can move my arm a little bit. I'm able to sleep on my side again. Today's actually 2 weeks since the injury, so we've really just been taking it easy. The biggest worry once they reset my shoulder and we were good to go was if I was even going to be able to get onto our bed. So that's a layout question for the build of our van. And thank goodness we put couches in front of our bed, because I was able to put my arm up on the bed and kind of slither my way backwards, because we were fully prepared to put my sleeping pad down on the floor between our couches and have me just sleeping on the ground, because we had no idea how this was gonna go.
No, we ended up having to stay another week in Bend because we didn't know what his injury was gonna be like, and we needed a follow-up to make sure that he was healing properly. It didn't go in back all the way when they popped his shoulder back in, so we just wanted to make sure that he was good.
Had a specialist in Bend, a sports specialist, which was really cool. Once we got the go-ahead, we actually drove all the way to Idaho. That's always been the goal, was to head to Idaho from Oregon.
And we also have a timeline. I don't know if we've mentioned, but we are getting married in September, which is less than...
It's less than 3 weeks away.
Yeah, less than 3 weeks away from today. So that's
not September,
exciting.
The wedding. We're outside of Ketchum right now, up in the Sawtooth National Forest, and we actually came here 3 years ago
at a friend's wedding.
A friend's wedding, and this was also the first summer of us traveling together. And we were in our old van Pearl, which, if you guys didn't see our old van, go all the way back to our Adventure Series playlist, because Pearl was a cute little Chevy van. So it's pretty cool coming back. Staying in the same places that we were, but now with the Sprinter and just these amazing areas. Unfortunately though, it's been smoky. Bend started having a couple fires, and our drive all the way into Idaho we had fires. We actually had ash falling on us one night.
But a lot of the smoke is coming from California, we were told, which is kind of crazy because we're all the way in Idaho, but it has been windy and it's just traveling. Last year we actually had smoke while we were here in Idaho. Oh yeah, 3 years ago.
Last time.
3 years ago.
My grandpa was joking on the phone that we need to take our California license plates off because people are going to be mad at us that we're causing all this smoke.
That's funny.
But since the injury, we've really just been relaxing, spending a lot of time together. We've really been living in the van rather than out of the van, spending a lot of time in it. And we're really happy with our layout, considering we haven't really moved from the van. And it's just been very comfortable, thankfully, having a full-on home with us wherever we went. So this video is just going to be about us kind of hanging out, maybe slowly starting to do some activities, because I am able to hike, thankfully. I won't be able to ride for a while.
But you can't wash the dishes.
I can't wash the dishes, thankfully. But we just pulled up to this really new, cool campsite. We're right by a river. We have phone service because Chrissy's going to be working the next couple of days. And we have our own personal river spot that's just down the road from us, and a fire pit. Pretty cool. It should be a good couple days. Morning, guys. We are driving down from our camp that we thought we had service at. It was working, and then some clouds rolled in, and I think some more smoke came in. And maybe just with the weak signal we had, it got even weaker, so we drove a little ways down the road. We had signal for about 2 hours, then we lost signal again because it's even cloudier now. So now we're driving farther down the road to find better signal. And we'll probably end up just dumping our trash and filling up on some water and stuff like that anyway.
Yeah.
But we're only about 3 miles up this dirt road. It's a really pretty drive, so we don't mind cruising up and down it here and there. thought I'd mention while Chrissy's working that it's been really challenging for me, especially being the hyperspaz that I am, not really being able to do anything because, you know, everyone envisions van life always constantly doing things, which I've been getting better at, but it still doesn't help, and it's even worse now knowing that I really can't do anything. So we were in Bend, you know, for almost 3 weeks. I wasn't able to do a lot. That was really, really tough. But just in general, it's just a good learning experience for me mentally, because you're going to get exhausted constantly doing things while you live in the van. So being able to pace yourself is really, really beneficial. And that's something that Chrissy's really good at, that I'm still trying to learn, and I've been trying to learn my entire life, which is to slow down. So while we're here in Idaho, especially with how pretty it is at our camp, it's going to be really good practice for me just hanging out, just really trying to enjoy. Well, it's about time. Chrissy's all done working for the day. I've kept myself busy just kind of editing photos, going through future YouTube video stuff, and just kind of editing. But I feel horrible because one of the things I still can't do is lift my arms up onto the counters too well, which means I can't clean any dishes. So the things that we use throughout the morning and lunch, as soon as she gets done working, she has to clean, which, like I said, I feel horrible about. You don't hate me, right?
No, but you guys tell me. Is this just an excuse for Cody to not do dishes, or does it actually hurt while he does it?
I'm hoping that I'll heal up super well, but I will always not have the functionality to be able to do dishes again.
I told Cody that if he can't do dishes, then he can't hike. So you need to be able to move your arms to do dishes so that it's easy for you to hike.
I can walk fine though. The problem is I can't lift my arm up, and I was instructed not to lift my arm up, which is why we have a small freezer in the van. So I'm trying to keep on top of icing even though I'm not really sore all the time. So last night I saw some deer over by the river, which was really cool. And we also know that there's a moose in the area, so maybe we'll catch a little glimpse of that, which would be pretty sweet. Probably the most beneficial thing for me in my recovery process since I got out of the sling a week ago is walking around. Spiderweb. Just being able to have my shoulder in a relaxed state when I walk is so difficult. It's amazing how tense my muscles became. And over the first week of not using my arm at all and primarily being in the sling, I almost lost functionality of my biceps and different things. Like, it was hard for me just to lift my arm up. So I've just slowly been working on regaining my strength. And now that it's been a while and walking around a lot, I'm already getting so much better at simply just walking around. And as you can see, I'm just kind of doing some laps along the river here. And I know it may seem unfair that I'm walking around in this beautiful place while she's doing dishes, but I'll probably be doing dishes for the next 5 years once I'm all healed up. Smoke's clearing out, so we're gonna head up on the roof to watch the sunset for a little bit. It's getting so pretty.
Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world